Well, on that, it is really a hot news for
Yeah.
the latest. But about that, my personal opinion about that our school has given an example that how Indonesia should be tolerant and not not
Tell the difference about people that have
Not the same religion or yeah.
different background. Yes, it is like the example of the U.S. Barack Obama, the first black president. It is the same case, and we must not conceive racism, and we must use tolerance as a main cause. For our school itself, it gives many opportunities for us to understand each other's cultures while adapting to one another. With the differences of our chairman president is a Muslim.
Hi, Xaverian friends, welcome back with us in English podcast. Today, your host is Gracia Alexandra Kusuma, so-called Sansan, and I'm from grade 9, and this is
Gracia Cresciento and I'm from grade 7. Today we have some resource from from St. Francisco Xaverian Catholic High School, Ruteng. Before we start, maybe you can introduce yourself?
So, hello everyone, I am Matthew Alexander Kelvinandi. People usually call me Kelvin, and I'm from Francisco Senior High School.
And I'm Welarana Agustin Jerubu. You guys can call me Rana, and I'm from St. Francisco Xaverian High School.
Okay, for the first question, we want to know a little bit about your both identity. Is the first question. Where is your junior high school?
To answer that, first of all, we are from our previous school is Demokrata Junior High School, that is in Nusa Tenggara Timur, Manggarai, Ruteng.
How about you?
We both came from same junior high school. So I'm from Immaculata Junior High School too, like him.
If I I want to know a little bit. Why do you pick Immaculata for your junior high school?
So first of all, for my reason is for the first reason mainly because of previously many of my brothers and sisters has go school to Immaculata, and also because I feel the teaching method in there is for me.
Oh, so because you're following your brother and because the teaching method.
Yes.
How about you?
I'm following my sister. She go to Immaculata too. So, and since I was in elementary school, I think that Immaculata is so cool junior high school. So I think
Can you story a little bit about your sister experience in Immaculata?
uh,
Maybe the fun thing or something.
maybe camp. There is in 3 years. Wait, yeah.
3 years ago, there is a camp or
In the third grade?
No. uh, in every 3 years there have a camp. So
Oh,
after
every 3 years.
every 3 years,
Yeah. I see.
Immaculata Junior High School have a camp. So I think it's a cool.
Also, you're interested with the camp.
Yes.
With the activity, is there any activity beside the camp that you interested in?
In mission we call it penjelajahan.
Oh, tour,
Bukan. No. I mean like
adventure.
yeah, it's like that. Because it's from camp. So
Ah.
there's so many things that I think it's fun for me.
Yeah. How about your brother's experience in Immaculata?
For my brother's experience, well, first of all, he used to be a nominal student, or we can call it
The top student?
yes,
Oh, so you want to reach your brother?
correct.
Did it or still below him or what? Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So to answer that, well, I actually surpassed him, but didn't come to the nominal student. But I did join a few Olympics in my previous school.
Oh my god.
So can you tell us about the Olympics that you followed?
Well, I used to follow math and English Olympics before. Well, because of that, I really like that school and it gives me many experience.
So your favorite subject, one of it, it's math.
Oh no, my favorite subject is exercise.
Exercise. So you like to
PE.
exercise?
PE.
Yeah. So you like to exercise throughout it?
Yeah.
Outside?
He really
Oh.
like that.
Some of the point, I'm just a person who like to sleep in the bed.
Me too.
Sit in the
So
back.
it's like, oh my god, really? How about the second subject that you like?
I think it's English.
How about you? What is your favorite subject?
I think I really like English.
Really like English.
Yeah.
I
So, if I may ask, how are your learning experience in English class at SMA?
At,
Senior high school.
at
Senior
senior
high
high
school.
school, I learned English from English song. So I searched the
Meaning.
meaning in Indonesian, the translation in Indonesian. I learned it from because I really like to singing. So yeah. And in senior high school, I joined like debate competition,
Debate competition?
speech
Debate?
and also speech competition.
Oh my, okay, then. So it's the debate about English or still Indonesia?
English debate and English speech competition.
Oh my god, it is so good. And then,
Yeah,
that's all?
Yeah, that's
What
all.
is your favorite song?
I really like K-pop song. Maybe you know Treasure group
Treasure? Wait, I ever heard about it.
and Icon.
I ever heard about it, but I don't really know about them.
You know like Saranghe Heta.
Oh, yes. I know the song.
Yeah,
know
I
the
really
song.
like that
I
song.
don't know K-pop.
And for English song, Ariana Grande song Daydreaming.
Oh my god. For me, my celebrity that I like is Taylor and Cena.
Selena's song is good too,
Yeah.
and Taylor is like, oh my gosh.
I like her visual, really.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
How about you? About your like learning experience?
In
English.
senior or junior?
Senior.
So my learning experience, well, it is kind of interesting first of all. Like my friend, I also joined debate competition.
With she?
Yes,
Yeah.
One group or different?
different.
Different group.
Who's winning?
For me, not her.
His
Oh.
second winner, his group is the second winner, and my group is fourth.
Oh, still good. I think I want it very badly.
Oh yeah. And also about the learning in my school is really interesting. The way the teacher teach in my school gives a pleasant view of why English is interesting and also fun.
Oh, so your teacher show you the interesting thing about English.
Yes.
What did your teacher show you to?
First of all, they show me why English is fun to learn. People think English is like a language we need to learn because everyone uses it, right?
Yeah.
But he showed me like English has meaning to it. The way people pronounce the words and how people say every word gives different attention. Like after I'm saying hello or hello, there's different meaning before that.
Like if you use the like first tone, it's like I'm happy to meet you. If you use the second tone, like hey, who are you?
The first one is just like he's so friendly, but the second one is he's just like showing his rude face.
So for the next question is, did you have English lesson back in your junior high school?
You go first.
Alright. Well, indeed we have, and it is quite different from many previous school. The way my teacher teach, first of all, mainly for my 8th grade teacher.
Yes.
What's up with your 8th grade teacher?
He told us to make like English book for English lesson. It's like
Make a story like
this.
Wait.
So
Wait, what do you call thick or thin?
thick.
Ah,
very thick book for English lesson.
You write it or buy it?
We read it.
So you write a story about something in English?
Yeah.
A story.
And not a story. We he give us like stories, and we analyze the story. Like we analyze the genic structure, the grammar in it.
Oh, like correcting the book, but not actually correcting it. Like just looking at all the false thing or learning about the book.
Not really. It is like reading a story and showing and writing in a book what you see, what grammar you see, what kind of word you see,
Yeah.
something new you haven't
Well,
learned
what
before.
kind of
so
text
you just
using?
make a new dictionary?
Not really.
That's
Just
really
write-
new dictionary.
we just write vocabulary that we didn't know from the book.
But this thick,
Uh,
you write it like that many?
Yes.
It's not that. Yeah, the book is thick, but we write just like
Oh.
the
So-
not reach the half of the book.
I see, I see. So the teacher just like give you this thick book and then you
No, we
Oh no, we have to buy it
buy
ourselves.
it ourselves.
well, we're buying a book now.
wait. I'm kind of confused. Can you just like explain it again?
Yes.
Well, first of all, there's a book from the teacher,
Yeah.
and there's many texts and stories inside of it, and we must buy a second book to write it down. For example, let me give you an example. The first book is telling us about a sheep, and then in that sentence maybe there's sentence about explanation, entraps, and we must write that vocabulary that we don't know the understanding
Yeah.
of.
Sheep animal or sheep thing?
Uh,
Sheep.
No, that's just the example. In the story, we must write down the structure of the story first of all. After that, if we found words like inhibit, extraordinary, we must write it down if we don't understand.
Oh, so you just like translate by your own self too?
Yes.
Yes.
I see. Is that hard?
Not really that hard if you
Understand it or something like that?
know.
Well, to be honest, it's really hard to explain, but when you read the story and imagine reading a book
Yeah.
in a language you didn't know, is it hard?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
It is.
So.
It's like that, and you must translate it, the word you didn't know.
If you don't know from the start to the end, so you need to translate it out.
Yes.
We translate it to Indonesian too, and then we read.
How many days you spend to do that work?
Cause I'm kind of lazy girl. So I made it. For example, like today is the English. Like we have an English lesson today.
Yeah.
I just do that yesterday.
Did your hand hurt?
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, for me, I finished all of it in 3 months. We have a span of time for 1 year, but I already finished all of the text in 3 months.
3 months?
Yes.
How many hours in your day? Or just only a minute, like 25 minutes or something like that?
Maybe for a week, I can spend 8 to 10 hours on it.
8 to 10 hours?
Yes.
Did your hand hurt?
Not really.
Oh, so you're good at writing too?
Well, I'm good at writing, but my letter is very, very bad.
Your handwriting?
Yes.
Can your teacher read it?
Yes, barely.
Sometimes.
Is the teacher just like give some compliment about your handwriting? Or did you have like some of the teacher give you compliment about your handwriting?
Not
Never?
not really. Like just like sometimes.
What is your teacher's compliment?
Not. Maybe not that good.
Oh.
Handwriting. Yeah.
Some of the point I have Indonesian teachers in here. When we just like write down something, but that Indonesian teacher cannot read it, he just like, oh my god, your handwriting is so bad. Just like compliment in front of the students, and it's kind of embarrassing. Because of that, I tried to like write something, just like
Slowly.
improve my handwriting.
Yep.
Okay, for the next question is, are you surprised with the English material in senior high school?
Not really surprised because I think the material in senior high school and junior high school is like
Close enough?
yes.
Oh, how about you?
Well, also not surprised. It's like continuing the previous material and also just deepening it. Like getting deeper to the material is not that hard, and also simply if you can do your materials in junior, you can really do it in senior. It's really easy.
If I may ask you, when you are learning English, when the first time you learning English, what is the difficult that you find it when learning English?
In learning English first time,
Yeah.
Or-
Is it the pronounce or the handwriting? No, what you call? Or something? The spelling maybe?
the pronounce.
The pronounce?
Yes. I think it's really hard.
How come you see it so hard?
Why am I see it so hard?
Yeah, why you see it so hard?
Because my first language is Indonesian, so when you see the text, like when you always read the text in bahasa,
Yeah.
you can think that it's really hard to
Can you
to
just
pronounce it in English. Like
Can you just like give us some example about it?
I think it's gonna be embarrassing.
How about you?
For me, not like grammar. Well, I have the problem in spelling. If you ask me to do a spelling bee, I will literally incorrect every word. I don't even know how to say elephant. I don't know how to spell it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How about when you write in English?
Well, that's the use of autocorrect.
Autocorrect?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that, like when you're typing in your phone
Yeah.
and then you misspelled it,
Oh.
it correct itself.
How about when you go to school and write something?
Well, sometimes you must do things that people do not like, so we must take our phone from our bag and type it.
You're cheating with it? I'm
No.
sorry.
No, not cheating. Actually, it's like
Help.
I need. Well, sometimes I don't do that. I do it rarely because when I do not know how to write it. All of the question I have answered, but I have a feeling that sometimes when I write something, I think it is mispronounced, misspelled.
Ah. Did you don't like brought a dictionary book?
No, never.
Because you have phone.
Because we have phone. Like
Yes.
why did we choose the hard way?
No, in here
If we have the easy way, why do we choose the hard way?
Yes.
in here we don't allow to brought our phone, so that we need to like brought the dictionary
Dictionary.
this thick to school, and it's just like so heavy.
That's why our bags are heavy.
Yeah.
When we're in junior high school, we wrote like dictionary too, and
It is very heavy.
yeah,
Your bags hurt?
no,
No.
I like
Oh.
tote bag,
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
on tote bag, and there is another bag to bring like another book.
How about you?
Well, this is good. I let my bag to be really heavy because it can help me, so I can just walk freely with heavy bags. Like before in my junior, my book was really heavy.
Yeah.
Now that in senior, my book is not really that heavy. I feel like there's nothing in behind me. Even there's many books, I feel nothing behind me. I get used to it.
When you're at junior high school, you brought dictionary?
Sometimes
Sometimes.
it's really big. Maybe this big
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
one.
No, like this, and then this thick. If I
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ever like brought that dictionary. I put it on my back, on my backpack really, and my back hurt very much because of that. I just like just like hold it, but my hands in here just hurt, so I don't want to bring it again. I just bring it.
Me, I
maybe.
just maybe just bring it once a week. I put it in my like
Locker.
yes.
Oh.
I put it on my locker. So in the next next English lesson, I didn't
Need to brought from
need
the
to brought the dictionary from home again.
Oh, so in Saint Francisco Senior High School there is locker.
In St. Francis, there's locker.
Each student.
Yes, not. It's not that. Yeah, like that.
It is like locker or just like what you call?
A desk.
Yeah, a desk.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, so isn't that gonna just like people just gonna steal it or something?
No, if you have a good friends at the class.
Oh, so you just like ask your friends to
Can
keep
you
it.
look after this? Like
No, I think my friends in my class they're really good, so don't need to worry about my.
I see.
So for the next question is what is the fun thing about and the hated thing about knowing English? Maybe start with
Kelvin?
Kelvin.
Yes.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
First, English. The fun thing about English is you can talk to many people, and also if you know people that do not know English, you can make fun of them in English. They won't understand.
That's so mean. That's so mean. That's so mean.
No, don't be rude.
But really, we must do something fun with English, or it's gonna get boring. And
Yeah, good point. How about
For me, the fun in English is you can talk with foreign people.
Foreign people?
like
People from another
Another
countries. So we cannot talk with people from another country in Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
So we have to talk in English, and also if I hear like a song, I can know the meaning.
Yeah, I see. The hated part? Start with you again.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. For me, the hated part is sometimes when you talk really fast, you mispronounce everything. So if I talk sometimes really fast, because when I talk really fast, sometimes I mispronounce things, and I get really mad at myself for that.
Yeah. I ever what do you call it?
Mispronounce.
it, and it's just like embarrassing.
Yeah,
and I just like
me too. I
need to-
think so. When you talk with, because in Francisco Center High School we have like public speaking.
Yes.
And sometimes I be like the moderator, the MC to the public speaking in English Day. I guess it's embarrassing if I mispronounce a word.
it's just like our literacy morning, I think.
Yeah. Do you have any question?
Wait, I wanted to ask about the good things, like the fun things about learning English. So maybe you guys have some friends from another country.
Yes, I have few. I have 3 from Singapore and maybe 5 from the US. Well, because for me, talking to them, of course, I use English because we usually play video games, online games. So we play together. Yeah, we use English, so it's really fun. That's the fun part. We can talk to many people, meet new friends.
So first time you met them, because of playing game?
Of course, we still play games until right now.
What game?
Many also. There's called Valorant, Dota 2.
Valorant.
I see.
I didn't know those games.
We're not gamers, but knowing.
I'm not gamers, but I just like reading web comic.
Oh, coming.
If you read comic in internet, like there is most comic that full English, so I think it's fun if I know the
meaning.
yes.
Oh yeah, maybe I wanted to ask you also. Do you have friends from another country?
No.
Oh.
Friendless.
You're so
No
That's
mean,
me, that's
no
me.
being mean in the podcast. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do you ever like want want to try to find some friends that came from other country?
Yeah.
Do you,
I want to have friends from another country, but I think I can't.
why? Do you shy to talk with them, or do you kind
Yeah.
of? Oh, you shy, or
I'm afraid if I mispronounce something, it's gonna be so embarrassing.
Yeah, because sometimes people will just say this. Haha, you just mispronounced that.
Yeah.
Laugh immediately.
Just make like my, like mental breakdown.
Immediately. Yes.
if I want to know a little bit. Do you have like any goals? Just like, do you have any dreams, dreams work that came from other country? Or do you want to go to the university that from the other country?
My dream job is to be a doctor.
Ah,
And-
Doctor.
And I think I really want to go to Harvard.
oh my God!
I really I really want to go to Harvard University, but I think it's gonna be so hard.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the point I just like see it on TikTok. The student from Harvard, they just like studying. They just like making some video that about their studying and just like, oh my God, aren't they just like tired or something like that?
You're
Yeah.
studying 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, just like always on
Looking
their
at,
study,
like
on their
reading a
study.
book. Oh.
And it's very different with me. Like
Lazy.
I think I'm very lazy.
Just like to just like, wait, I forgot what it called. Just like to take a nap every single day.
Yeah.
Some of the point I just only think like 99% of my brain just like working when I'm just sleep, and 1% just to wake up. Do you have any question?
Your question you didn't ask.
Wait, do you have like any dream job too, or university?
Well, for dream job, I don't really have one. But for university, I want to go to Dinas Jakarta.
Oh,
Where is
you
that?
you like computer?
Yes.
Wait. Oh, so you play? Wait. So you play Valorant in computer?
Yes, correct.
Wait, if I may ask you, what do you know a bit about computing?
I can do a little bit of programming. And also, I've been using PC computer for around 5 years. So
5 years?
not that long. And I can read a little bit of JavaScript. It is like a language for computers.
Oh, when did you start to like computer?
Well, I didn't start to like it. I just use it.
Oh, so you just like using it. I see. Okay, for the next question is, in daily activity, do you think that English is useful?
Yes.
What for? Can you explain?
Like I said before, I really like to read comic.
Ah,
So there's a comic that full of English. So I think it's useful. And when you meet a person from another country, you can talk with them in English.
do you ever like try to make comics?
No.
What is your hobby?
Singing.
Singing. Oh.
If we ever have a singing contest, you need to come. You'll be the special guest.
Yeah, you'll be the special guest in one chair with the gold with the.
Oh my god.
with
I
the-
think it's gonna be embarrassing.
Wait, if I may ask, what is your favorite comic?
I think I didn't have any favorite comic. I just like everything that I read.
Oh, where is the comic come from? Just like maybe
Webtoon. Yes, webtoon.
Wait,
What?
do you have a favorite genre?
Romance.
So, normal.
It's normal, right?
Yeah. It is from other country. Like who made it?
It's from Korea,
Ah,
South
yeah.
Korea.
Wait, I think have you ever read the comic We?
I never. But my friends told me to read that comic.
Actually, I actually read it like a little bit, and I think it's really good because like it's just story about school life and French people.
We is from Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
Comic from Indonesia that I read is it's a comedy. Or the genre is comedies. Hantu plus 62. Like the title of the comic, I think it's gonna be funny, and when I read it, I always laughing.
If I may ask you a little bit, beside of English, what language that you want to learn?
Maybe Korean
Oh, Korean
and
Korean.
Japanese.
So you like from Asia?
Yeah, because I like as I said before, I like K-pop,
Ah.
and in K-pop group there's also Japanese member.
Oh, you like Japanese because of the K-pop that have a Japanese member?
Yes,
How about Lisa?
Lisa, I like Lisa too.
So
She's
you
my
like-
bias in Blackpink.
Oh
She's
my
my bias.
God. For me, my bias in Blackpink is Jennie.
They're both a rapper.
We're both are just confused.
No, I understand. I also like K-pop.
Oh, what
I'm the only one who
favorite
doesn't know
group?
K-pop.
What is your favorite K-pop group?
My favorite stand is probably Red Velvet.
Oh, for your favorite song?
Well, I don't have a favorite one. I just listen to them.
Wait, who is your bias in Red Velvet?
No one really. I just like the song.
Ah,
Red Velvet song is good.
yeah. How about you? In daily activity, do you think that English is useful?
Well, for me, I think it's very useful because I think my first language was English, not Indonesian.
Ah, really?
My English is better than my Indonesia,
Yeah.
and I think it's really needed because for everything, for my phone, for my videos, for everything, almost everything I do, I watch movie, everything is in English, not in Indonesia. So it's very needed for me.
Actually, same. I actually think that like watching movies in English is more better than Indonesian because in Indonesian you can like they use like bahasa daerah, so we can like understand anything that much. Yeah, pujakan.
What is your favorite country in Western? Or
Well,
your favorite, your favorite country?
I don't know. Maybe I don't think Ohio is.
Ohio is from Japanese, right? Or
No, no, no.
No,
wait, oh no.
You said Western. Ohio is in the U.S.
Yeah. If I'm not
mistaken.
yeah.
So for the next question, there is a word saying that everyone should learn English. Do you agree? Why and why not?
For me personally, I agree with that because as you know that English is an international
International?
like
Language.
international language. Like if we meet people from other country, we should talking with them in English. Yeah, because English is an international language, so every country use like English
Ah,
for
international language.
for being international language.
How about you?
For me, I think the same. Well, international language. People does not think like international language that well because of international language. It means if you don't learn English, it means you do not know how to interact with other people from out of your country, and also definitely almost most app or any social media, of
Yeah.
course, use English, right?
Ah, yeah, logic.
Yeah, that's really impactful. So you really must learn it, and also English is like what do you call it? Like jumping.
Jumping?
Yeah. It's like jumping, hopping. Just look at the bunny. But people see bunny. You know bunny, right? The rabbit. You know?
Yeah.
So people see it jump, right? See it jump, see it walk. But is it really necessary for it to jump? Do you think it? Do you think so or not? For a bunny, for any animal actually, to jump like that. Jump.
Wait.
No?
For me, like not actually necessary, but I think there are like position on walking, like it's just like that.
Well, like imagine there is a high wall or something that we must go across.
Oh, so you just like saying that we should study English no matter how hard it is or something like that?
Well, English is like something we must learn to move forward.
For your like for your opinion, from your opinion, do you think the first time, do you think English is hard or just like easy?
For me, it is like my first language, so it is not really that hard. It's really easy indeed.
How about you?
I think for the first time, I think it's hard because my first language is Indonesia, so it's just hard to learn a new one.
I'm kind of curious. This is about English too, but there is three different things, like different English, right? It's American, British,
and Australian.
From both of you, what do you like the most?
For me, I really like British accent, but I cannot I cannot speak with British accent, just like American maybe.
How about you?
I use the UK.
Yeah, UK. Oh wait, British. I think.
United Kingdom, British.
Oh yeah. You use British English?
Sometimes, but for now, not really.
Can you just like give us some example? We
No.
kind of no, really. It's like kind of free for me. Some of the point I really use like British whenever I just like for some reason we have like some not even some activity called literacy. The literacy have the three different languages: Indonesian, English, and Manggarai. Whenever there is an English, some of the point I read at the stage with the British accent.
Yes, I am the best.
Just like I'm really curious. How can you spell it? Really? Can you just like give us some example? Because I'm kind of like rarely met people that can use British.
Well,
British.
Yeah.
I've lost my accent in British. I'm so sorry.
Maybe you can start with introduce your name again.
Sorry. I must say sorry, but I cannot do it. I have lost my accent, but English.
You lost your accent. What's up?
My accent towards British English. I've lost it. My accent right now is mostly American.
Why do you like British accent?
Maybe because I'm watching Harry Potter,
Oh,
and when you see Emma Watson
Yeah.
speaking with British accent, it's like just sounds so satisfying to hear.
Hermione. Wait, I forgot.
Hermione.
Yeah, Hermione.
I have not watched Harry Potter.
Yeah, I never watched Harry Potter.
You should watch it.
So, can you tell us a little bit of the Harry Potter story, please?
Harry Potter is a. I think the story is too like long to tell because there's like 8 episodes of Harry Potter.
8 episodes? Isn't? Oh, I thought it is a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
8 movie.
8 movie.
8 movie?
Okay, I'm gonna be to watch it later.
How many hours for one?
For one is like an hour or more.
Wait, 8 movie? Oh my god, how can you just like, I'm imagining like, you just watch it in the day and you just like spend 8 hours just only watch that.
I don't watch it as like just a day.
Oh really? You just like spend your 8 hours to watch it?
Like not at a day. Like today, like
Oh.
today I watch like an episode. The next day or next week when I have some
Time.
time.
How about you? Why you like British accent?
Well, first of all, I found it very funny actually. Yeah, that's really the only reason I like it. It's funny to hear, to say it.
For me, I like British too. Some of the point I speak with British with my sister, and yeah, you know, I make fun of her with my British accent because she cannot really understand it. Just like, can you pass me the bobo? It's just like,
Wo-
yeah, it's just like, what do you mean by bobo? What is that?
Wow.
I just like, bobo, please. She just like, please speak with Indonesian. No, I just like, no, you need to improve your English. But she just like answer it, not with English British, please. I'm just only loving America. Bye.
I have questions, but not in for the podcasting. But do you guys have ever question why does British people like American people doesn't understand how British people talk?
Why does American people doesn't understand
Yeah,
what
yeah.
British talk?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is like when people from Indonesia, there's from NTT and Jawa. There's different language. Like in Jawa, if you are from NTT, you use Mangrai, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to Jawa and use Mangrai, will they understand?
No, but they that the same English. I mean the same language.
It's different. Then
Um,
there's like I will give you an example in Jawa. There's Jawa Barat and Jawa Timur. Both of them is the same, but the way they say it is different.
Hey, wait, really?
So in like Surabaya in Jawa, they don't have like an accent and they say it mixing with Indonesian. But from
Jawa Barat?
Jawa Tengah, Jawa Tengah in Yogyakarta they use full Jawa like, and the way they say it in the way they say Japanese Jawa is different. The way they say it, the way they spell it, and how they say it.
Some of the point I don't have like any experience about when I have like friends that can have the same have the same language but different accent. Just only maybe I can play with my accent. That's all. Because of that, I can understand it. But how about you? Why do you think like American cannot really understand about the British?
maybe because they're American, so from so yeah, there is American, and if it us, because we learn like we know there's two accents, so we learn the British accent and the American accent. But maybe for the American, they're just learn like American accent. So when you talk with American with British accent, maybe they're gonna be confused or don't understand what.
I ever look at the maybe it's called video from TikTok. Do you know British just like go to the restaurant and then he got served by Americans, what do you call it? American
Waitress.
Yeah, waitress. And the American when that American waitress just like knowing that the what is it called, I forgot. That he served is a British person. He was just like, oh my, he's that time just like, oh my god, wait for a minute, let me call my British friends to serve you. The next question is, what is your reason on learning English? It is because of school or because you like it or other reason?
Sure.
Okay. Firstly, because of school, because I learned English from like since I was in elementary school, and after learn like a little bit English, I started to like English.
Oh, where is your elementary school?
Ruteng 3.
Oh, your what is it called? I forgot.
What?
Wait,
I am also from Utek 3.
really?
Yes.
Oh.
How about you?
For me, because it is fun, and also from when I was a kid, maybe 2 to 3 years old, I already use English and watch everything in English because I like it.
Same.
Yeah, I want to ask you about why your first language is English. Is English?
Well, people usually just watch everything Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
For me, when I was a child, when I given a chance to watch anything on the TV, I don't know why I choose English because I think it sounds better. Then after a while, I get used to it.
So you studying English first of all is from your own self. There is no like tutor teacher.
No, I just watch television when I was child in English, so I got used to it and I like it.
What the cartoon that you watch?
I forgot the name. Maybe Powerpuff Girl.
Wait, really?
Oh my!
Unexpected.
Good.
Powerpuff Girl.
Immediately, everyone just immediately went.
I think it's gonna be like Disney.
We thought it will be an action or something. No, Powerpuff Girl, good, very good.
It counts as an action, right?
Oh, but that's no surprise to be honest.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked. Who is your favorite girls in Powerpuff Girl?
Characters.
I forgot
Yeah.
the name, but the pink one.
The
Oh,
big
Blossom.
Blossom.
We're
Why do
both
you like
are-
her? Why do you like her?
I don't know, just cheerful maybe.
Maybe
But hey, Bubble is cheerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
Intelligent.
more,
Independent.
yes, correct.
Or more leader.
She thinks a lot,
Oh, intelligent, I think.
Yeah.
makes her funny. Like she's like a nerd like that, but she's funny at the same time.
How about like, well, do you watch anime?
I used to
Where?
when I was in my junior high school. I used to watch anime.
Ah. So you're from cartoon that came from Western, and then you just like watch anime at the junior. How about the senior?
I don't really watch anything right now.
Oh really? You just only like playing game for right now. Or something?
I play sport,
Oh yeah.
Sport
What is
that-
your favorite sports?
badminton.
Badminton?
Yes.
Badminton. We should play sometime, but I'm gonna lose immediately.
I mean, if we both buy one, do you know you are more tall than me? You can catch the
Good.
yeah, and I just like need to run and
You
catch
will
the
just-
ball. Yeah, we need to run and then catch the cock so we can play.
The badminton again and
Yes.
again. Exercising is good, okay? For the next question, I'll be asking, are you willingly to learn English, however hard it is?
So to learn English depends on the person. Maybe for some people English is very hard and difficult to learn. For me personally, I don't think so. But for the people who think English is very hard, is it really do they really need to try English? Well, I think they really need to try it because it's very important, and also not because of English is an international language, because English is a way of life.
Way of life? What do you mean by way of life?
A way of life. So from every different country, people have their different culture.
Yeah.
So English is very international. It gives many culture inside of it from other countries, and become one like Indonesia. There's a mixed culture from English and Indonesia. It becomes a way of life if you combine it.
If you're on the position that you don't know English a bit, I mean, you just like start from the zero, but you fall in love with English language, what do you wanna do?
Well, to be honest, I want to learn it, but people might say it would be very hard, right?
Yeah.
That's why many people give up. So, well, you must find a way so you can learn it. I will try to learn it, and I will find a way so I can understand and speak English, understand English, like that.
How about you?
Personally, I think English is not that hard.
Yeah.
So for people that think that English is hard, at least they try. They try to speak. They try to learn English.
But almost the same question. What if you're in their position that don't know a bit about English? but like loving English language English very much?
I think I still want to try English, even when it's very hard. Yeah, at least I try.
Yeah.
At least we try to learn it as well
Yeah.
as like everyone else who can like understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, now next question. Is the material between junior high school and senior high school is really different by general, and can you tell us specifically?
Well, to say it, it's not that different. It is continuing the former lesson that's given material from junior to senior,
Yeah.
like tense. From tense, you will get present tense, past tense, and in ju-
In
Senior?
senior.
in junior, but in senior we will go deepen in the material and give more tenses like future, present,
Future perfect.
perfect.
Oh,
Plus future plus
Yeah.
perfect.
Can you give us some example about the present tense and then the future tense, maybe?
Yes, please.
I forgot the form.
Ah,
For future, it is subject plus will, object
Subject plus
Will.
will
Plus
or
ob-
soul
plus
plus
object
Object.
and verb one. Verb one.
no.
Future is verb one.
what are they talking about?
About
No,
the future tense.
So-
subject plus will or soul plus verb one plus object.
Just
If we're not wrong.
can you tell us the example about the tense? Sentence. Can you tell us the example of sentence?
So in like
For a simple one, like
for simple present tense,
Yeah.
this I go to school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For future tense, I will go to school. But there is also perfect
Perfect future tense.
no.
perf-
Future
present
perfect.
present
Oh.
perfect. Present
Present
perfect.
Yeah.
perfect.
The pattern change to subject plus has
Yeah.
plus object and verb 3. So I had gone to school. That's the difference. They change and pattern.
Yeah. It's kind of hard.
It's not that hard if you're learn.
How?
lupa dulu kata.
What?
Bahasa Inggrisnya lupa.
Wait. No.
Formula. Like I'm just confused of the formula. Like
Ah.
I understand like the past and like the past present tense and the like upcoming present tense. I understand that, but I don't remember the formula at all.
Some of the point when the teachers just like teach us, I mean, about some of the text or even the story, I kind of like translated some of the point, even though it is present tense. I cannot like really tell the difference about the present and the past tense because I forgot the they can say formula.
Formula.
Yeah, what is
For real.
the hardest subject that from English? Wait, what is it called? What is the hardest chapter in English?
Maybe.
Well, I don't feel it's really hard. But if you're I'm allowed to talk about English in our school entirely, not in only lessons, am I allowed to?
Yeah.
So the hardest material that we have been given is debate.
Yeah, it's really hard.
What's up with debate? Can you like explain to us a little bit about it?
So debate is where few people have a topic about an argument they will succeed. First of all, in debate, there's 3 main points. First of all, you must have an opening that is formal and go to your argument. In your argument, you must have data that is valid from source. You cannot use source like Wikipedia. You must use actual valid source that is
Yeah.
countable in the court. And also, inside that, you must have your argument structurally. So, if you want to talk about bullying, first of all, you must say, bullying. What do you think about bullying? Do you agree or not?
Just like our opinion first.
Yes, you're.
Do you
no.
agree or not?
Oh.
After that, it's not about your opinion. It's about data, about factual things, like
Oh, I see.
like an argument. if you want to talk about bullying, first of all, you disagree about bullying, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, you must have found data that bullying is bad and how come, and where's the actual proof that bullying is a harm? It's really hard.
How about you about the material between junior and senior high school?
It's the same like Kelvin. It's the debate.
The debate. No, there's like the material. The different
Different
about the material from junior and the material from senior.
Materi.
the material is not really different. It's just uh, the deep. I don't know.
The different.
Yes.
The difference. So it is like junior. It's
just
just
like
like the
junior.
formal, and then when you go to the senior, it is like more deepened.
Yeah. It's like,
Ah.
for example, like Kelvin said before, it's about tenses.
Do you think the teacher just like give you the lesson just different from the senior and junior?
Not really different too.
How about the work? Is it hard or easy?
50-50.
What is the easiest one?
The easiest one when you're just like making just a sentence for your work.
How about the hard one?
Making like invitation because it's like too
Oh,
much.
investigation just like
There are so many sentences in it.
I see. When you're working that work, are you just like have stressful thing, or are you both just enjoy it?
I just enjoy it
How about
because I like English.
Well, I just do the work. It is not hard, but I just do it. I don't really enjoy writing, so
And what is your solution when you have the hardest work?
Opening Google Translate. It's a very simple solution. It's like, but sometimes when we translate the like sentence to Indonesian from Google Translate, it's sometimes kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So, like, just translate it by yourself, your own self.
That's
Yeah.
like the internet is actually the widest thing in the earth. Like we cannot get the end of it. But if we like use homeworks like there, but sometimes like wrong, the answer will be wrong.
Yeah.
So we cannot actually be sure if this is right or wrong. So we need to actually read a book so to know.
If you use dictionary too, I think it's hard because in dictionary they're just translate like by word.
Word to word,
I
not
see.
the
By
actual
word. So
sentence.
if you like make
Need to combination.
make a combination the word into a sentence,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard too.
We need to search it one by one.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this? How about you? The solution for the hard work.
well, I don't relate to hard work because I haven't felt English is hard. But if you think about hard work, just do it fast. Like you probably think something is hard because it is hard to find, but in English you just write down what you know. You wrong or right, just write it down. Don't think about the correct answer, just do it if you think it is hard. So about your answer, just let it go. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
He just let it go, all of it.
Just let it go. So for the next question, are in senior high school of Franciscus there are some activities that involve students who are great in English?
Well, there is many, but I will say some, and I will leave it to the rest to my friend Rana. So first of all, there is an English club in our school where there is extra activities at noon where we talk in English, talk about a topic or an argument. We discuss everything in English to improve the quality of English in our school, and also there is joining competition, any type of competition like debate there's many practice for them to improve their English, to join competition, make their English more great.
So, if I may ask, can you give us an example of the subject that you usually discuss at, like, the English club?
In English club, there is three main subjects that I remember. First of all, we talk about why English is important, and second of all, we talk about bullying, and third, we talk about why did we make this club.
So, if I may ask again, why did you make the club?
Well, first of all, we make club because we think many students here doesn't use English fully, and even in class, some students that know English doesn't really use their English because they are scared of their friends being
Yeah.
judged. So we make this club so they can speak freely what they think about in English.
Oh, so if there are some person that like don't know a bit about English, they can just like join you.
Of course, we accept any students that want to join our club.
So who is this like the tutor? Is it the student or the teacher?
It is a group where just there's only students at time, but we can usually we can call the teachers to ask us for help, for discussion or anything like that.
How about you? About the activity involves student who great at English.
There's also public speaking. So in English, like Friday in our school, we use like English. So there's like um, five students that they give us like motivation or telling a story in front of entire school at English Day, and also speech. And in speech, like just like debate, we came in afternoon and practice our English. And I think it's good for improve our English skill.
What do you learn from debate?
I learned how to speak like more formal, but not that not that I forgot. When we do like speech, we speaking like formal English, but sometimes it sounds like so bored. So
Oh yeah.
we learn how to speaking formal, but it's
That's formal.
not yeah, it's still formal, but
Just have
it's
a little fun
sound
also.
like it sounds like just fun. Enjoy that.
Oh.
You got it.
Kind of, a little bit of it. I'm kind of confused by it.
Yeah. Simply we just learn how to like pronounce something more.
Pronounce some words?
How to, because I really hard to like pronounce something, some word. So by doing like speech competition, I can more more good at speaking in English.
Yes. Do you have like maybe do you ever like thinking you become a liar? Do you ever like thinking you become a liar?
Lawyer.
Liar.
Lawyer.
L-A-W.
W-O.
Wait,
No.
I forgot. Oh, never. Why?
In my mind, I just thinking like I should be a doctor,
Ah.
just a doctor,
Doctor.
or maybe singer.
Okay, that's kind of nice. Like, that is the highest dream. I wish. I
We
wish
should
that I
hear
can
the best for
Yeah.
that, so you can reach your
dream.
yeah.
Do you ever like enjoy when you're debate,
Yeah.
or you're kind of like nervous or something?
Sometimes if you see like other group
Yeah.
who do like doing the debate with you, their eyes is like they're looking at you, and then you and like, oh my god, I'm very nervous to see their face. They're so scary. Yeah, it's like that. But when you start to speak, when you start to say your opinion or your argument, you're gonna enjoy it.
So it's about our argument.
Yeah.
We're arguing passively because of studies.
Yeah. Okay, for the next question is, what is your motivation on learning English?
Maybe start from
Alright, my motivation is to talk to my brother. My brother is a former champion at debate English into nationals. So from when I was a kid, he always taught English to me, and his English was always amazing, on point. Until right now, I want to beat him, but until right now, I cannot beat him. He's very good. So my motivation to learn English is to beat him one day.
We are gonna just like semangatin Anda.
You say about your brother that join the debate international competition in where?
National
Oh, national in where?
in Indonesia.
Wait.
He
Sorry.
joined. It's called NSDC National Debating Competition, and uh, he was bringing Nusa Tenggara Timur's name for in Indonesia, and he succeeded to get the 8th rank in Indonesia for debate.
8th rank? That is so good. Junior or senior?
There's none for junior, only for senior.
So he's senior in here?
No, it was years ago.
Oh, I see. Okay, how about you?
my motivation for learning English.
Yeah.
Because my father said that your generation in the future, there will be everything is in English. Like you learn a
Yes,
book,
yes.
there's in that book is full of English. You're talking with maybe your teacher someday. Maybe they're from English. Maybe they're speaking in English. So. And then if you want to go to another country, maybe for your work,
Yeah.
amen. Maybe for your work or maybe just for like holiday,
Yeah.
you have to speak in English, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
English is important.
I ever have that one experience about when I came from Surabaya, want to go back to the Ruten. Do you know in Surabaya airport there is like some of the point, I don't know what it called, but it is like a machine, so we can go to have like receive something from it. But that machine just like using English, and my mom don't understand about it. For that time, at that time, I know English, but I'm not like really good at the formal English.
Oh.
So it's just kind of this like, I'm just like saying to my mom, just like, can you just use Google Translate? Don't ask me. I don't really understand about it.
So for the next question, can you give us tips on how to learn English effectively?
Okay, on that, for my very first tip, you must first of all have the will to learn English, or you must love English first. Even if you don't know English, if you love it, you will understand it. Second of all, try to do everything you like. If you like watching movies, watch it in English. If you like to watch comics, books, try to watch it and read it in English, and also almost try everything in English. Even if you don't understand at first, try translating it, and you will know how to speak English after a while.
How about you?
For me, you have to try. You just like try and try. And then if you like something, maybe like me, you like to singing. Maybe there's a song in English that you like. You can search the meaning in Indonesian. Maybe you translate it to Indonesian, and just do it, and you
Yeah, you can understand.
you can understand it.
Just like some of the point we don't we need to not we need to, we don't give up.
Just don't give up.
Just don't give up, always trying, and believe in God. God will help you.
Yeah. Okay, for this question, it's kind of out of the topic if you guys don't mind, because some of the point we just like curious about your opinion. What do you think about the student council chairman or president or the student intra-school organization president who was very much discussed days ago, even in various major media outlets, that the elected student council chairman or student intra-school organization president is a Muslim. For us, it's very extraordinary and it's very amazing, where the president of the student council school is a Muslim.
Well, on that, it is really hard news for
Yeah.
the latest. But about that, my personal opinion about that, our school has given an example that how Indonesia should be tolerant and not
Tell the difference about people that have
Not the same religion or yeah.
different background. Yes, it is like the example of the U.S. Barack Obama, the first black president. It is the same case, and we must not conceive racism, and we must use tolerance as a main cause. For our school itself, it gives many opportunities for us to understand each other's cultures while adapting to one another. But the differences of our chairman president is a Muslim.
That's all.
Yes.
Okay, how
Wait
about
for Monitor.
Same as Calvin, it's like tolerant between students and also the teachers. And as we know that Francisco Xaverian is a Catholic senior high school, right?
Yep.
So it's a tolerant practice, and I think we should
be tolerant to each other?
yes,
Ah.
even they are in different religion with us, even we're different, even they're just like maybe there's just 4 students that Muslim in our school.
Ah.
It's 4, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry.
3, I recall.
Maybe 4. Yes.
4 to 3.
Yes.
For,
Like
do you
for-
do you think the president is just like great at her job or something? Can you just like give some compliment?
Well, about that, she is doing a very good job adapting
Yeah.
to our culture in Catholic. She is adapting to it. She is doing a really good job of doing that, and also being president of school or
Catholic school.
Catholic organization for connecting to other students is very amazing. The way she performs and gives new rules and extra events in our school is really amazing. Good.
She's also a very, very kind person. She's always care to each other.
Oh, so you ever met her? Just like,
Like
maybe.
we go to same junior high school and same class.
Oh, so both of you, 3 of you just like came from Immaculata.
Yeah.
Ah.
So for the next question, may I ask how do you guys feelings about our English podcast today?
And for me, I really interested with this podcast because this podcast is in English and it's my first time to doing podcast. So yeah, it's so great, very, very nice.
Do you like them not feeling nervous for the first time? Because for me, it's just like, yes.
It's
yes.
my first time to meet you guys, so yeah, I feel nervous at first, but
When knowing each other, we just like say calm.
yeah,
Stay
stay
calm.
calm. We are really
How about you?
I really enjoyed it. It's really fun, and actually it's my second time, so it's not new for me, but it is very different from my first time.
What's up with your first time?
So my first time, it was really, really awkward.
What podcast about?
It was a podcast about games.
Game. What game?
We talk generally about why people play video games, and
Ah.
some people get addicted to it. We talk about that, and it was really, really awkward. Yes.
I'm kind of just like interested with that podcast of game, but some of the point maybe don't have in here. Now the last question. Your words to all Xaverian junior and senior friends about motivate them to learn English.
Always try, even if it's hard. You know that if there's a will, there's a way.
Okay. And about it? How about you?
For me, for everyone who is confused in English or thinking English is hard, just enjoy it no matter how hard it is. If you enjoy it, you will eventually can do it.
My ears hurt. Okay.
Okay guys, that's all for our English podcast today. Is there any last word from our digital person?
For the juniors in Xaverian, I will see you in high school.
We'll see you guys.
Thank you for watching.
for
Bye bye.